Hello fellow crafters, this is Tewshay. Today I'm going to demonstrate how quick and simple it is to make a masculine card. Because it's Father's Day that's coming up in a couple of weeks, I wanted to share with you some of the tools that I use. I'm not going to show the actual tool. What I'm going to do is show you the effect of the tools. For those of you who know what a Cuttlebug is, or a Big Shot, or any kind of machine that will allow you to do some embossing with an embossing folder, you know what language I'm speaking. So let me get started with sharing with you the effect. This is called the crocodile pattern. Now this is one of the embossing folders for him that comes with 12 pieces and 6 patterns. With the Anna Griffin pack, you get the embossing folders and you get the borders. So right now I'm sharing with you the embossing folder itself, the effect that it has. And I use the foil type of paper to emboss on. On the background I have put the cream colored cardstock. Now the measurement of the folder itself for the cutting out of all of this is 5 by 7. So what I did is I cheat. I like to take my folder and lay it down on the cardstock, and then I go around each edge and with my scissors cut it to the desired size that I want it to be, and the trim, the look that I want it to have. Okay, so I'm turning it all around so you can get a chance to look at it. It's really nice. It's the crocodile. Okay, and then like I said before, also what you get with the kit when you order the embossing set, you also get the borders, and this is one of the borders, and it says the world's best dad. So we're going to use this along with what I've already cut out. I did this ahead of time just so I can save time and share with you the end results. And then what I did is, like I said, I like to cheat. I don't always want to take the time to measure or anything like that. What I did is I took my 12 by 12 cardstock and I scored it down the center, and to use my bone folder to give it a nice crease. And then what I did to get the right measurements, I took my designs of my embossing folder and I laid it on top of the cardstock. And then what I did is I just trim around, and when I get ready to place this down on here, you'll see how quick and simple this is going to be. It just, if you can make your creation easy and quick, you're going to get a lot more done. Okay, you don't want to spend a lot of time trying to do calculations. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and these are the pieces that I'm going to be using. And also I'm also going to be using some metallic washi tape. Those of you who know what washi tape is, you know how much fun it can be. Today, in front of the camera, I'm going to demonstrate how I'm going to use the washi tape. So let me get started. I'm going to move the cardstock out of the way. I don't need that right now. And what I want to do is I want to place my, see if I can get everything on there just right. I want to place my sentiment in the middle is how I want it. I want it to be in the center. So maybe if I turn it this way, it'll be a lot easier. I'm trying to work around the camera. And what I want to do is I want to open up. There we go. And I want to, now it's already the length I need it to be, the width I need it to be. So I want to see just how long I want it, and I want to go ahead and cut it. Give me a second. Get to my scissors. There we go. All right, so if I make a boo-boo, you get to see it live right here on film. And I want 2 pieces because I want to do both sides. And let's see, there we go. All right, so I can move that out of the way. Okay, now let's see here. All my other tape has, oh, there we go. I think it's going to peel off. I'm not for sure. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, man. Isn't that cool? All right. Now we want to line up the card, put the sentiment exactly where we want it. Worst thing I can do is get it crooked, and I don't want to do that. And then I want to lay this down just like that. Okay, and so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. And now we're going to peel off the other side. Thing about washi tape, what's so cool about it is that it has its own adhesive. So, you know, when you start collecting it and start making your creation a lot easier. Okay, if I can get this peeled, there we go. And peel this off. All right. How cool is that? And then we want to lay that down on that side and spread it across. Okay, now remember the card is going to be a portrait style. All right, so we can go ahead and just fold that back like that so you can see what it looks like on the other side, and then fold that back like that. Isn't that beautiful? Now all I have to do is attach this to my card base. So let's get the tape runner out and let's put on some glue. Let's see if I can get this open. Now there's all types of adhesives that you can use. Some people like to use their ATG gun, and I use all types of tape. So this one here, I purchased this at Hobby Lobby. It's called the Easy Runner, and it's a permanent, it has the permanent strips on it. So what we're going to do, let me move this out of the way for just now. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our adhesive on and roll it down and try to make sure that it's going to stick where that washi tape is on the back. You might want to put a little extra because you don't. The worst thing you can do is to give someone a card and they start admiring it, and then all of a sudden things start falling off of it. Don't want that to happen, so I'm going to add a little extra tape on the back, and it's just for safety measures, do one in the middle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it on my card base. And I'm going to put it at an angle because that's the way I craft, to make sure that I get it lined up correctly. And you want to make sure that your card's going to open in the right direction. Worst thing you can do is put it on there upside down. And then guess what, folks? Once I get this on here, we're just about done. And I think that's pretty even. Yeah. And there is a Father's Day card. And it says, "The world's best dad." Isn't that cool? Actually, you know what? I think what I want to do, I want to move it down just a little. So, folks, if you're going to make a mistake, correct it as soon as you can so that you can get it the way you want it. Now, that's much better. A little edge at the top, a little edge at the bottom. Okay, so that's a simple one right there. See how quick that was? If you have the right tools, you can get the job done a lot quicker, and everything just looks so elegant on here, you know? And people pay a lot of money for a card, especially this size. All right, and all you have to do next is put your sentiment in there. And on the back side, what you would do is stamp "created by," or write on there who created the card. Here's another card that I recently made not too long ago. Thought it needed a little blue ribbon to dress it up a little bit. But, you know, you can't go too frilly with masculine cards. Try to keep it simple. Try to keep it simple. So that's a pretty one. That's done in the silver and the blue. and it says Dad, Dad, and the whole background of it says Dad. And then here's one more that I created a couple of days ago. And this one says the same sentiment as the one I just showed you. And this one has Dad, Dad, Dad in the background, done up in the gold. And then I put a little gold ribbon, just a little bow at the top. Try to still keep it elegant looking, but you know, like I said, with masking and cards, you don't want to go out there with a bunch of flowers, and for some reason it just doesn't seem to go over as well as it would if you were giving it to a female. Okay, so with that being said, I want to let you know that I will be doing some more creations, and I'll try to keep them as simple as I can. For those of you who are looking for something quick and simple, you can do it with just a little bit of tools, using some tools and some embossing. So if you don't have any embossing folders, my recommendation would be for you to go online. You can go to Home Shopping Network and look up Anna Griffin. She has a whole slew of them. Or you can go to any website that you're used to shopping with and look up some of the embossing folders. That makes all the difference in how nice your cards are going to look. So with that being said, I want to just let you know, again, this is Tewshay, and have a great day and create something new today.